Found an interesting stick outside. Thought I'd bring it in, cut it up on the scroll saw, and try to carve something. Here I've got it on the Dremel with the abrasive buffing wheel and clean it off a little bit. I want to leave some of the whatever's on it for a little character. It'll fit in when I'm done. You'll see what I mean. Right here I'm taking the Kutzall fine dovetail burr, cutting in the nose. See, I kind of got it at an angle, roughly 30 degrees. Cut in for the side of the nose and then draw back to make the eye socket. Now you'll notice I'm doing more than one piece. Basically, I'm doing some batching. I have a craft fair coming up pretty soon, so I want to have some stuff to sell. The idea behind batching is you basically do the same step to multiple pieces, and there you go. So with this, I'm making 5 of these little guys. Here I'm kind of taking down the area under the nose for where the beard is going to be. You want it to stick out a little bit, but not much. Here I'm using the Kutzall fine detail flame burr to kind of further define the nose. Take out that nose ridge right by the eyebrow. Clumsy. Here I'm using a trumpet diamond burr to define the mustache and beard. Trick is basically put a slight curve kind of lining up with the edge of the nose. And then from the middle of the nose, curve it down. Kind of make it meet the point where your first line was. Here I'm using the Diamond Bowl burr to define what's going to become the eyeballs and eyelids. It's just a general shaping thing. Here is using a diamond flame burr to kind of soften up the harsh edge that came from the bowl burr, because this is basically the eye socket. Just kind of soften it up. You can still leave the line, but you just don't want it to be that harsh. This is what really brings out the eyes. What I'm doing is taking a smaller bowl burr bit, basically using it and kind of rotating along as I cut in along the bottom to define the bottom eyelid. It's kind of tricky, so go slow. Don't slip like I just did. Now, same trick with the top eyelid. Just take your time and cut it in. It'll be pretty, it'll stand out. Here I'm using a diamond cup burr. It's really tiny. This is to define the actual pupil of the eye. What I'm doing is having it set up so he's, they're looking one direction, left or right. Guy looks a little grumpy. Using a Dremel sphere burr, little tiny guy. I don't remember the size, but basically putting a little hole there for the mouth. Attempting to give a little bit of definition for like a bottom lip. It's one of those things you want it there, but it doesn't have to be perfect. Here I'm using a Dremel cylinder burr, little cylinder cutter. Basically just put a few lines in the mustache and beard to show that it's a mustache and beard. Once again, doesn't have to be super detailed unless you want to. But this is the type of thing I'd sell at a craft fair for roughly $3, maybe $5. Sometimes you just got to see what the customer will pay. It doesn't have to be perfect by any stretch. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of drilling the hole through the side of them. My cameraman's no good. Here I am, just throw it in a cup and applying Danish oil. It's one of my favorite finishes. It's kind of a, you can't fail with it really. Just kind of pushing them down in there, make sure they get fully soaked. I'll usually leave them sit like that in the Danish oil for about half an hour. And take them out, fish them out with a popsicle stick. There we go. And using toothpicks once again because they're just a really useful thing for your shop. Best bet with Janister oil is let it sit for a whole 24 hours. Now that's already passed, and got the little guys. They're all dry. I'm taking some 2mm leather cord, string it through the holes that you didn't get to see drilled, and just a simple little knot in them. They could be a variety of uses. They are just a decorative item, but somebody might like them. Kind of a close up. They got some personality.